Welcome everyone to another episode of the Reddit Center. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to hear more Reddit stories every single day. Thanks for the support, and without further ado, let's begin. My wife cheated only once, and it was out of town at a conference with a stranger 26 years ago. They called it the accidental affair. Met all the criteria. This usually occurs when a spouse is away from home, new location, usually a business trip, and occurs because of a combination of poor boundaries, loosened, drinking or drugs, excitement, and anonymity, high-risk situation, and opportunity, curiosity and close proximity to strangers, one who might befriend them during the meeting, and a creation of false intimacy. She confessed and answered the questions I had at the time, but because of the brain fog I had, there are remaining questions. For the first few years, I would have flashbacks on the month anniversary of when it happened. Then I haven't had any for years. This year the flashbacks came back, and I've been ruminating about them for weeks and running the loop in my brain, imagining what they did. I had the desire to know all the gritty sexual details, but experts say not to ask because you can't unknow it and it could make the flashbacks worse. Instead of imagining what happened, then you would know for a fact. I don't know if she told him she was married, but she participated, so I guess it doesn't matter. The man lives in another state. The only thing I know about him is his name. Since the flashbacks have been so severe, I am considering writing an anonymous letter to him. Not asking specifics, but just letting him know that I know and how it affected me. Story 2. My husband cheated on me, and has continued to do so, but I'm still in love with him. My husband and I met 11 years ago. On the 25th of this month we'll have been officially together for 10, in June we'll have been married for 7. Almost 2 years ago, I discovered my husband was having an affair with a woman from work while I was pregnant with our second child. I was devastated but determined to fix the marriage. He told me we should try marriage counseling, but after only a month he decided he wanted out. The whole time, he never stopped talking to or seeing the other woman. He was upfront with me, at least about his emotions. He told me he no longer wanted to be with me, that he didn't love me anymore, and he wanted to pursue a relationship with this other woman. I refused to believe him, because up until that point, I thought we were okay. We had been in a slump for a while, and things were strained, but we had just bought a house together the month before, and had our daughter a month later. I thought for sure he was just stressed and lonely and that he'd come around if I gave him time. Fast forward to last fall, we had been seeing each other on and off, spending the night, having sex. The whole time he maintained his position that he didn't want to be with me and that he just wanted to stay good friends. But his actions started saying something else. Finally this December, I had had enough. He had never once stopped seeing the other woman in all this time, and I was mentally and emotionally exhausted. I told him I couldn't be his friend, or FWB, because he was my best friend, my husband, and going back to anything less felt pathetic and impossible. After that, he started being very attentive to me. He would see me and play and joke around like we used to. He would make time to hang out. He asked if we could do Christmas with the kids together. Finally on New Year's, he asked to spend it together. He kissed me that night, and he cuddled me when we went to bed, all without trying to have sex. I thought things might be turning around, until I drove by his place. He had been moved out for a year by now, and her car was in his driveway. He told me that all of his effort, the cuddling, kissing, and spending time together, meant nothing, and he still only wanted to be friends. Needless to say, I'm devastated again. He is still what I consider my best friend. We get along perfectly when we're together, still confide in each other and talk about everything. Now I'm feeling a massive void in my heart and life as I try to put space between us. I'm not texting or calling him, no matter how badly I want to and how my gut is telling me we are supposed to work out. Meanwhile my head is telling me how dumb I am for letting him play me so badly. How could I continue to want a man who does this to me? Why can't I love myself enough to let him go? Why can't I believe that he doesn't have feelings for me? I can't talk to people about this because I just make myself look so stupid, Earl. I miss him, when I know I shouldn't. I love him still.